going.
We'll leave him one. We'll leave him one, and we'll take the rest.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But what I'm more interested in is after the raid, or after the transport, Barry came up to me and said, "Hey, did you hear what Kay said to Hillinghead?" I said, "No." He said, "You said it was LSIA. You fucking lied to me." But there's nothing in the text messages to corroborate that. So Hillinghead was somehow communicating with Kay either during the interrogation or right after it was over when I said LSIA to tell him to get them set up to get Tony Rico, somebody in our custody. Kay literally shot this motherfucker. He surrendered. Him and Aaron Riker surrendered. They didn't even fight.
Oh my God, where did Lane go?
So we were basically down 2 officers. They didn't fight. So they gave Tony Rico over in exchange for their own lives, and then Kay shot him anyways because Hillinghead essentially said they were going to, which that was the plan. He did tell them the truth. We were going to LSI, but there's nothing in the phone records here that I see that. So somehow Hillinghead is talking to him, giving him information on one of our high value targets that we're trying to use against, you know, this entire case as a witness who said they would testify as long as we got him away safe. So he literally put the life of somebody we had protective custody over in danger by giving away information on what the plan was. Even though it wasn't the right information, he literally outed that man in front of like 4 officers on scene after shooting the rest. You see what I'm saying?
I do see what you're saying.
And I fucking believe it. Because Hillinghead went undercover for like 8 fucking months. And that dude, I think he got more ties than he was expecting to get. And I've still never fully trusted him since he came back because he's like a black sheep.
Devil's advocate, could he have been notifying the individuals that a transport was happening so there would be resistance like we do normally, or was it something larger than just a convoy?
Well, normally we this is different because it's a protective custody detail.
That's why I'm asking.
It's not a you're going to Bolingbrook. It's this person knows there's threats against their life.
We're trying to save their life. It's completely different.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah,
just wanted to double triple check. Yeah, I mean that's
well, and usually we don't tell anybody. Like, yeah, we might let them have a phone call or tell their lawyer, things like that. But we don't like straight up call them. Like, we'll do it for raids. Like, hey, we're coming to your block. Get ready to open the fucking door. But not with transports. We never really call them like, hey, come get your boy. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Which I will
it's one of those things where
I will tell you, we're going to be moving away from that as well.
This whole more like
notification shit. I am pushing to get it removed, and here's why. It's not the fact that I don't want resistance at raids. And it's not the fact that I don't want there to be gunfights at raids. But the idea,
I think it gives them too much to prepare. It gives them
too much to prepare, but it also gives criminals too much power. Everything about law enforcement currently is criminals deciding what we can do. If we want to raid, criminals are deciding when it happens. If they want to go to prison, criminals are deciding if they want to go for a long period of time or not. All of that shit, crumble it up, we're throwing it out the window.
When did this happen? I swear to God, I miss all this.
This big change?
Yeah, just all this stuff. Yeah.
Well, I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later.
I feel like I'm missing this.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. But trust me, it's everyone's on board. All the big dogs, everybody. We're making this push. Finally, time.
Good.
So,
because we're at the point now where
Rip, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Shut up.
We're like a dog on a chain that runs to the end of the leash and then just starts barking. Like
exactly.
To be honest, Dundee is he's not wrong in some of the things he says, like how much red tape we have and how cautious we have to be around certain things. Because, there's a different expectation with us to where, the gloves are on and they're like plush gloves. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very handicapped.
Yeah. And that's, again, that is what we are making a huge push, all departments for, is to get rid of that red tape. The biggest thing is, and for us, and I talked about this yesterday, and we really need to be on top of it. We have to make sure that our officers are actually doing things by the book to get there. Like,
it's going to be a hard culture change.
It is. When people are
'Cause they've
cutting
been-
corners, or, you know, like the classic, oh, it was SBS, you know, we shouldn't be screwing these criminals over. That we have to put an end to it. We have to put an end to that bullshit. You know,
I swear to God, it's like I mean, I don't know if you know what 40K is, but it's just like that.
Yeah.
It's regression. That's the whole part of it. It's regress. So we'll do this, right? We'll get super strict and crazy, and then people be like, it's RoboCop, blah 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 blah, and then some of these will change back to the old way, and then it'll get too far, and it'll change back to the RoboCops. It's just a cycle. It just goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
But in my opinion, the reason why it goes back and forth is because people in positions of power, you, me, or one of us, starts to slack, and that slack is instantly pushed by the officers behind us. Because at the end of the day, everything that we're talking about has to come through us at its climax, at its final point. When there's finally a punish and the law needs to be laid, we are the ones deciding that. We have to make sure that we take into account every report that's written on a car, on a raid, on all this stuff, and we have to make a good decision, and we have to consistently make good decisions.
I think consistency is the key word.
Exactly.
Consistency.
It just takes one of us.
You ain't got to worry about me because I'm on board with it. I'll fucking slam officers for not doing the right thing. I have no
100%.
problem with that.
100%.
I do think we need to give them a grace period of maybe a week for sure. But after that, I'm gonna start. I guess I'll start getting rid of people.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have I'm gonna organize something either to. I have something tonight. I have to talk with some people, but I want to organize something with all of our high command people and just kind of go over everything that we're talking about now in more in depth. But what I can say is from the general criminal mindset, there is going to be a ton of pushback and a ton of people upset and crying and bitching and moaning. But that's what happens when you make a big culture change. That's what happens when culture shifts, and that is what we are trying to accomplish: is a complete and utter shift of culture within how criminals look at the PD. Period.
Well, I'm still trying to requisition some Bearcats and shotguns or a DMR. I want a new gun.
Could have used that.
Not necessarily. Huh? Yeah, definitely.
Could have used that shit last night. What do we do when they bring 5 ARs to a fucking scene? We're stacked with 4.
I on anything like transports or raids, I bring 5 just because I feel like that's the resistance.
Well,
unless it's like a lower tier gang, I don't know. I can't even think of one, but you know what I mean. But most of the big 3, I'll usually bring 5 ARs and 5 pistols.
We also need to start raiding off of PD equipment again. That's one thing we have not been doing, me included. Yeah. We're just hitting them with fines and time and see you later.
It's so widespread. It's everywhere.
Exactly. That's why we need to be, brother. If we're doing 6 raids a day, we need to do 6 raids a day. But I'm saying,
how do you get that in a warrant just because they had it on their person? You see what I'm saying? Like, how does that get approved? Is the DOJ with that as well?
Yes. So as of now, no. But that is the DOJ.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm for it. I just don't want to write in a warrant like, hey, he had an AR. Let me go search his property. And they were like, no. Did you see him go inside? No. Well, then no. You know what I mean?
Yes. And this is and will and has been addressed. And I know that at least for some of the DOJ stuff, they are being informed when it comes to this kind of stuff, not to be more lax on it, not to just let us get away with anything we want. But if we have 1, 2, and 3, raid, period. No more bullshit. Another thing that I put forth last night, and it was all agreed on, is the court cases. The found guilty, another court case. Found not guilty, another court case. One fucking court case. Guilty, not guilty, whatever the verdict is, that is the end of it. Done. That's it. One shot.
Yeah, the appeals.
One shot to prove your innocence. One shot to prove that he's guilty. And it's over. No more 1 month. Because like you said, Lane, I thought about this too. Yeah. When we arrest someone like Dundee on a hut charge, and he's in for 2,000 months or 1,000 months or whatever the situation is, or he's in for the nines. We have to have a turnover to where after we arrest him, we then can go to court the next day. That's not a possible thing to do at the moment.
No, it's not.
But I will tell you,
you'll arrest somebody on a hot charge of, like, let's say murder, and you see that motherfucker, like half an hour later stabbing more cops. It's like, bro, what are we doing?
Well,
devil's advocate though.
Yeah.
On the hut charges, we kind of have the ball with that because we have a lot of time to prepare for the case, and then the defense gets it for like fucking 12 hours.
Well, I could be devil's advocate and say that's the same thing as a fucking bench trial.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I think that when it comes to, like we talk about the culture, the pendulum swung in their direction for months. And now the pendulum is swinging back in ours, right? It happened with the firearms. Their firearms were the best. Then our firearms were the best. Now there's like a happy, somewhat of a medium. Not really. Ours are still really good. It's the same way with this stuff. The pendulum has swung in our direction, and we need to make sure that when it hits back to the middle, that we are in the best position possible. And I think going forward, at least with us, as long as we're making quality decisions consistently, we will be fine. In terms of the SAOs and the DOJ in general, I put forth a recommendation to bring Vance back and have him doing a lot of this shit. We all can attest to Vance being very good. He's just a dumbass. So hopefully he can come back, because I have a lot of faith in him and being able to
He's coming back?
sift through the shit. I believe he may. Yes. So listen, it's a lot, but it's a lot of good things.
I want some new guns. Give me a fucking revolver. Give me a shotgun. Yeah.
Fucking shotties. Could you imagine?
Shotgun would be so fucking good.
You want to pull the SAO in here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock this out with her as well.
I'll say I know that the AK, that thing is fucking insane.
Oh yeah.
The 7.62 fucking hurts.
The bullpup that they have too, that little FAMAS they use, is also disgusting. At least it fries me in half a second.
I took one to the range and the recoil was substantially less than ours.
Yeah. All right, what I got for you, pretty much just in terms of the judicial system, judges, and so on and so forth. I think that they're going to start not ruling in our favor more, but having a little bit more understanding of what our job consists of. As you guys know, we've went to court, and we've had judges, and I quote, if it's not in a report, you can't talk about it type, situations. Those are getting put to rest. In the conversation I was had, it was basically like, your individual criminal, that's his second chase of the last 5 days. For the officer, that's his 28th chase of the last 6 hours. And to demand an officer to write a report like, it's life-changing is just ridiculous. So we're going to get some leeway on that. What I will say is that when we do our court proceedings, especially in the capacity that I think we're going to, because a lot of people are going to get raided, a lot of people are going to lose their cars, a lot of people are going to be pissed and taking shit to court. We just need to make sure the officers who are doing that paperwork, before it is pushed, it has to be prettied up, and it has to go through you or us, period.
Okay, perfect.
And in anything in terms of forfeiture, just run it by us before we confirm it for you. Just run it by us, and just let us give our approval, and then we'll go, period.
Okay. All right, perfect. Did you want to do like the 3 strikes on, is it going to be 3 strikes for the vehicles, or is there?
It's a Knox decision. Right now, we just want officers striking cars, getting paperwork involved with the strikes of cars going forward.
Okay. And
then we'll have official parameters around it whenever Knox flies in, and we can hash all that out and set up an actual paperwork for it.
And by the time he gets here, there's already probably going to be like 40 cars with 3 strikes.
Yeah, probably.
Because I've been labeling cars. I've already got a couple of them labeled on reports.
Good.
But they don't. It's not like a strike thing.
Well, I'll tell you this too. You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, you know, the criminals need to be told." Fuck them. They don't need to know what we're doing in here all the time.
They
And
don't need to be told.
listen, the streets will talk, and the streets will figure this out, and people will start having some fear, and that is what we are trying to accomplish. You see lights and sirens, you shit yourself a little bit.
You tell, yeah, somebody loses their S-class car. Let me tell you, that's gonna spread like wildfire.
Hey, you know what's going to be even worse,
You just
Lane?
lost $1 million car.
You know what's going to be even worse than when
Yeah.
we take it on a Thursday, and then that Saturday we hold a all PD
An auction.
auction where we auction that $1 million car off for $500K to the highest bidder.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Fuck
in
'em.
the
That's gonna be funny.
office in MRPD.
That's gonna be funny.
Okay.
The one thing I do want to talk to you all about, and,
Yes, ma'am.
and I know Knox needs to be here too for this, but I'm finding that my hands are a little bit tied in regards to getting people into the SAO because I don't want to burn myself out or anything like that. Cole is actually on another LOA again, and I don't know when he's.
Can
gonna
we
be
just
back.
replace him? Like, goddamn. I mean, I like Cole, but I mean, this is fucking ridiculous.
So right now, you can't make any decisions on acquisition into the SAO without Cole.
Exactly.
Will be figured out tonight. Let me write that down.
Yeah, it's been like months on
It's-
end.
yeah,
I mean,
he's
I
been-
like Cole, but I mean, he's busy, man. You know what I'm saying? Just
I don't give a
move
fuck how much I
somebody.
like
Just
you.
move
If
him.
you're not around,
That's what I'm
you should-
saying.
Yeah, but here's the fucking thing. Like, if you're not gonna be around, give up your fucking job, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I wasn't offended when, you know, me and Bustin got pulled from the fucking top of the police, you know, because I knew I was fucking off for a while.
We both
Like, I
did.
get it.
Yep.
Like, I
Yeah.
get it. I totally understand. But, you know, this motherfucker, I think the last time I saw him was in that meeting room when we were roasting him about the glasses. That was literally it.
I'll tell you this will be figured out within the day, and I'll have you a solution tomorrow.
Okay. Perfect. Because I hate having.
Just
my
start
hands
looking for
tied.
potential candidates. How about that?
Also,
Yes, sir.
this brings me to another point, and I think it's good to say it in front of everyone here. For a long time, and Lane, you can attest, Mac, you as well, we have talked about things. We talk and we talk and we talk, and nothing fucking changes. No more. When we're having these conversations and we talk about something, expect change within days. And I have that from the highest authority. So all of this stuff and the problems that we have when we just talk about it and nothing happens, we are going to find solutions for this, and it's going to happen fast. We just need to keep pace. We need to keep up with the changes.
Yeah,
I don't want to
and-
be the Naismith here, but I will believe it when I see it.
I know you will.
Yeah. I want
and
a plate
wanna
reading
make
system that
changes.
works.
I'll be honest, sirs. I want to make changes in regards to how things are handled with the SAO's office. But like I said, my hands are tied right now.
It's
Like,
the Cole
they're
Gordon tie,
severely tied.
correct? That's the biggest
Yeah.
tie for you right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
sir.
good. Okay. I'll have that handled again within the 24 hours, no doubt.
Perfect. I appreciate it, sir.
Do we have anything else? Lane, do you have anything for me?
Stress.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of it these next couple of days. A lot of
No,
pissed
no,
off
he's
people.
talking,
as
he's
well.
talking about
No.
dealing with like
No,
our fucking
dealing
bullshit
with stress.
Yeah, like the purple.
We need something.
I mean, right now we have joints and we have no issues.
I find that to be incredibly fucking stupid.
I agree. So what I'm going to put forward is we have that coffee. I'm gonna try and get them to allow our coffee to drop.
Does your coffee do that? I was about to say. Yeah,
No,
I need
not
y'all to
right
be
now,
pumping
no.
that shit out.
Right now, no.
Get your Rangers to work.
Right now, no. But I'll let me add that to the list as well.
Yeah, we
I'll
have too many
that.
shootouts where that gets in the way. Oh yeah. Also, if we're gonna be kicking doors for cop guns, we need to be documenting when we lose them
Agreed.
because
I
that's
think
probably not happening.
We're on hold for this, right?
Yes, we're waiting for
Knox
Knox.
at the moment.
Yes.
We
Okay.
still should document when we lose them. That way we can start
Yeah.
getting ahead of the game.
So
Yeah.
Well, Tinker's gonna need like a whole new MDT for reports.
Well, I also
So-
think we need to add SOPs along what happens when you get your AR taken. Like, I don't think Tinker, after he gets his AR taken, should come back to PD and just buy another AR. We have to figure out how exactly we're going to set maybe an AR cap for the week or something to where our officers aren't putting themselves in that type of position just willy-nilly.
What happened to the idea that these guns were gonna be a little flimsier?
What do you mean? Oh, like breaking down? I'll add that as
getting
well.
rust.
Let me add that as well.
I thought
Welcome
that
in,
was
Sheriff.
Hey, Chef.
How's
What's up,
everyone this morning?
Leanne?
Good.
go,
We'll
man.
give you a TLDR in a minute.
Okay.
Sorry.
What is this? This is just cursed. This is a cursed office.
This is a cursed office.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. Oh,
It was made
nice.
with Christmas trees that fell through, and then nobody could grab them anymore.
Oh,
Is there anything else I should add on to the list before we fill in Leanne?
Can we get flagging of plates again?
Oh God, please.
But yes,
that shit,
dear
that shit's
God.
been gone
Can
for a year.
you really push that? I asked for it. I wrote even a full fucking doc on it. And nothing happened.
Dude, I've done the same shit. It went nowhere.
Okay, added.
You know what I mean? Like, just
Yep.
we need bolos. We need bolos and flag plates so we can figure out what the hell happened. Like, you know,
Okay.
I always like that. I just sit on the highway and when we go by and they beep at me, I'm like, oh shit,
could be
that guy's got a
fucking-
warrant.
Just this thing just got from a robbery. Like, it's fucking running around.
Glove
Like,
and
go
thank you for the
after it.
raid, bro.
See if it matches the suspect.
Okay.
Oh, and the other thing too is that I'm going to have to bring this up with the justices, but I need to bring this up with you all as well. Defense attorneys need to stop calling my officers as witnesses for when they go for appeals, because the simple reason is a lot of these officers are bar certified and they should be able to.
They
be
can't get on
able
the
to-
report.
They can't get on the report. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as
It's
I don't know if
gotta
you knew
stop.
that. Yeah, so if an officer gets put on a report or a docket as a witness, they do not have the ability of looking at the docket
Yeah.
anymore. When they could be working the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The permissions thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like I was called as a
Added.
witness to the Kate Barlow thing, and I couldn't do anything with her.
Okay. I'll bring that up as well. Leanne, you got anything else? I know you walked in late.
Go over the list real quick of what you got.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what this is even about. I just
All right.
clocked in.
So we are turning a corner. We are and have been given the authority to be more strict on pretty much everything. So in terms of cars, we're going to be starting to seize vehicles. We haven't vetted out the strike system yet. We have to talk to Knox, of course, but it's going to be a strike system. 3 strikes, 4 strikes, you're out. We take the vehicle. S classes, A classes, B classes, doesn't matter. You use it in the commission of a felonious crime, shooting at other people, robbing a place with a hostage, different stuff like that. Your vehicle gets a strike. 3 strikes, we can then forfeit the vehicle and take that said vehicle. Properties, you see an individual walk into a property with a firearm in his hand or a class 2 on his back and different stuff like that. What's it called? Existential, what is it called?
Exigent
Exigent
circumstances.
Exigent circumstances. We are going to be utilizing that as well.
So that's
Going in.
being re-entered.
Exactly. People getting arrested with PD firearms. We are going to be kicking down doors for that as well. Anything that we can beat the fuck out of crims with in terms of that peak, right? Because for forever we work and we don't ever get to the conclusion. We are going to start getting to the conclusion ASAP. So if we can kick down a door, we're going to kick down that fucking door. If we can take a car, we're going to take the car. If we can take the house, we're going to take the house. And my goal is that we're taking so many houses and cars that we can start having a PD auction every other week where we sell these things that we've taken off the street from these criminals back to the general public. Obviously,
Agree.
giving
Hey.
the whatever department got the vehicle, they'll keep all the money for that, and the officer who did the work for it will be getting a bonus for it as well.
Could be a good morale boost, 100%. No, I agree so far.
And then when it comes to court charges, we can't do this now because our judicial system is broken. But once we get a quality judge back in the seat and who is around on a consistent basis, we will be pushing towards our HUT charges. So if people get pushed and get arrested with a court charge, they will be sitting in prison until they go to the court. But we cannot do that until we can have a quick turnaround, a day, 2-day wait time max. So
Yeah, right now we're stuck at like, what, 3 weeks, maybe a month turnaround? There was a
Exactly.
case I got
Currently,
witness to 2 months. It's been 2 months since the incident.
Yeah.
yep.
And I'm going through all those old ones anyways, right today. That's my goal today, is going through all the old ones and starting to wrap those all up.
I think the biggest thing for us going forward is we have to be consistent. We have to hold our officers accountable, especially in these pursuits. If they're doing stupid shit to get to the conclusion, we got to call them out on it, and there has to be repercussions for that.
I agree. Consequences should be had.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. I'm about to go wake Knox up.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. I think Knox is a little busy right now. I can't lie to you.
You know, I don't
Yeah.
have keys
Well,
to
then we
this
should
thing.
have a conversation.
You good? Yeah,
Oh,
not a lot of people
okay.
do.
Let Rocker in, please.